Welcome back, YouTubers and YouTubettes. This is Mr. Bull897, and today we are back with some more YouTubers Life. I need to mention before we start and get into this that I screwed up tremendously. I recorded 4 episodes of YouTubers Life and completely forgot to unmute my microphone. So, ran into a minor issue, but what I am doing is watching the episode of YouTuber's Life today with you guys doing this commentary, and without further ado, we will press play. Alright, now we're getting back into this. It looks like we were sitting at 11,000 subscribers with 109,000 views, so we're not doing too bad. Our last game was working on $2, and I'm getting ready to record another gameplay. In this session, I ended up focusing a lot more on pumping out videos and a lot less on social life or working, because I realized that the more videos I made, the more money I could start making off of those videos. So, towards the end of this session, you'll see that we start progressing a lot faster than we were in the past. So, I'm doing another Counter Streak gameplay because it started going up, I believe, and we only, I think, did one gameplay before this. So we're going to get that going. And with it loading the game, I decided to do an introduction, as usual, a greeting, but with an impression. And I received a headshot. Which one did I go with? Yeah. Oh yeah, as well as in the lower left-hand corner of each of these screens, you can see a circle with an icon. And I didn't realize this beforehand, but that icon's on the cards. So if you use a card with the same icon, then it always works out for you. You get that ding, and it helps these get lined up a little easier. So I line everything up, get done with this one, and just paid my bills, and that put me back pretty far. I think we might go bankrupt another couple of times because I actually start upgrading my computer as we're doing this. So my skills increase a little bit. I think I was talking about them. Got to go to bed though. Starting getting tired. One thing I found really cool was when I leveled up at some point. I think it's after this portion. Then I got an ability that made it where I didn't have to sleep as often. So I still have to sleep a lot, but I think that the more you progress and the higher you level, the less you have to do. Yeah, my monthly bills were 80. I didn't realize that went through, so I had to double check and see when it was getting paid because I heard the cha-ching, but I didn't realize what it was. So then we're gonna go shopping. I think I'm getting another game is the goal at this point. Or, oh, food, yeah, out of food. So I stick with sandwiches for a while, but I also unlock a cheeseburger later, and that cheeseburger looks delicious. It's a little more expensive, but it completely fills my hunger up. So it's definitely worth the price. And now to make up for accidentally losing the commentary when I was playing this round, I'm going to upload a second video each time I upload one of these so that you have something that's more fluid and a little easier to pay attention to than just my standard commentary watching my gameplay, because it's hard for me to remember what I was doing in the time. So as you can see, Counter-Strike's actually doing really well. We're about to break $4 for the game, which is not bad at all. I believe before that my top was like $2, really, other than like 1 or 2 games that I got like 15 or 20 on. So we're not doing too bad there. Go in and get a new game. I think I end up getting the Jamaican spelunking instant. That game looks pretty awesome. I want to play that in real life. See how that does. Excuse my slurping in the background. I'm drinking my Monster today to give myself some more energy. Gotta have that Monster. If I could, I'd hook it up to an IV and just inject it straight into my veins, but I believe people frown upon that. Anyway, gotta go back to sleep, get that energy up. This episode, I keep working quite a bit so I can afford newer games, because I was running out. However, I'm pretty sure I let a neighbor borrow some games and never got it back. I thought I would, but they stole my Lord of the Rings knockoff game, which made me really sad. Gonna do a first impressions on Planet of the Goblin. Gotta get ready. I think I go back to monodirectional eventually. I'm not exactly sure which one's better. Monodirectional gives me 2 points to the audio though, and I don't know what the benefit is of the bidirectional sound and why it came as an upgrade with my mic. So now I start recording, gotta do a standard intro. And well, I don't actually end up doing the intro, I don't think, because it's copyrighted music clip, and I really didn't want to do a copyrighted music clip. So, but this one's really wanting me to start cheating on it. But I don't do that often. I think there's one that I end up doing that, and I have to pay a fine that's way more than what I actually end up making off of it. So, you got to go through this, level up. So, there we are. Almost done. Plot twist. End up doing the final credits, I believe, because you guys all know I like ending my videos apparently with a plot twist and not saying anything about it. Okay. We end up lining these up, but I don't think they end up lining up super well. So I just kind of go with it as usual on this though. So I do get one to connect on each. So we go with that, add a little bit of effects to the video. As you could probably tell, I'm getting a little better with my video editing, so I've been using some effects on it as well. So I might end up cutting this video down compared to normal as well, just to make it a little more entertaining. Alright, no parties for me. I gotta be an adult, gotta focus on all my stuff, repair my computer, need to get a new CPU, because I think that makes the computer last a little longer, hopefully, because for some reason when I use that CPU, the processor or something in my computer just constantly goes out on this game. Way more often than real life, for sure. Even though I still have some processing issues. Alright. Get back. Probably go to bed is what I'm going to end up doing. After checking all my stats. We're up to 11,101 subscribers. And yes, there's the copyright issue. Makes you pay a fine for the copyright. And I mean, it's cheap, surprisingly, $28. I think in real life, a first offense might be something like that, but it can cost you a couple hundred, or if not way more than that, and plus jail time if you're not careful. Alright. So I start making money off of that, and it's actually going up fairly fast. And since I start releasing more and more videos more often, my subscriber base just starts growing astronomically. Is that a word? Exponentially. That's the word I was looking for. This is why they don't allow me to speak in public. Okay. Still don't really have too many games that are going up because they're just so old anymore. They were games I got from the beginning. So other than that enormous bimbo, but I can't play that game because it's only for the Play Studios, and that console's like $400. I'm not making enough for console gaming on this yet. Alright, going through another video, gameplay of Planet of the Goblin. Since I just did a first impressions, I don't know how well this is going to work out. So, we have a loading screen. I think I go for the funny comment. Or maybe not. I haven't quite figured out the system on this at this point, so. But we'll see how it works out. Alright, epic game. I believe I go for, off topic, because I still haven't figured it out. And then with the summary, I'm going to do a final credit scene most likely. There it goes. Gotta enjoy that monster. Alright. Gotta line these up and then see where that goes. It looks like we're up to almost $8 on the first impressions. So the videos started doing a little bit better, but I'm still losing subscribers. especially from that one. I guess it was such a bad video that I lost almost 300 subscribers so far, which is definitely not a good thing. All right. And then I decided to start with the title, I think, and then do a fade to black. Or the other way around, because I accidentally clicked twice without realizing it. But on the bright side, it definitely helped out. Did a really good job. I wish I could do other things when I'm uploading because, in real life I do. So, oh well. I took a programming job. Can't remember how much it paid me. But this video is entertaining but too short. Can the next one be a little longer? Of course. Get plus 5 to my percent to my subscribers. Got asked to do another game, but I just said no. I have to check an internet auction. She is obsessed with using my computer for some reason. I mean, you would think with us being roommates, she would have one of her own. I don't even, like, do we share a bed supposedly or something? Or because she acts like we're roommates, but it's like a college dorm, but there's one bed in the room, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. All right. Get some food in the system, and then I think I buy a new game. Yeah. Because I have $168 in the bank, and we need another game, so I'm not just do Planet of the Goblins over and over again. Which, by the way, is up to $10, and we gained back all the subscribers so far that we lost on the first impressions. So that's definitely a good sign. I think I was checking the consoles there to see if I could do that one game that I do have, and then checking for upgrades to my computer. The CPU is just not affordable for me at the moment. Alright. I believe by the end of this session, I had every upgrade I could get except for the CPU, or I think I even upgraded the CPU actually. So it definitely helped things out and helped it move along a little better. Which I wonder if we unlock more um, devices as time goes on, because I mean those stars go up to like 10 stars, but our highest rating one right now is 4 stars on everything. So, and 5 on the monitors, which is dual monitors. I mean triple threat monitors. I'm going to have to get those in real life and on this game. What's funny is my webcam is hooked up to my monitor, but in order to do it, because it was such a short cord and I just haven't had time to pick up a extender or anything, the way I had to hook it up made me put my monitor on the edge of the table on the opposite side of how I normally like to look at it. So it's kind of amusing, but it's a pain at the same time because the cord is stretched to its max and it's sitting as close to my case as it can possibly sit. Alright, got the new monitor looking pretty and leveled up as well. And this one is where I got nocturnal, which means my sleep bar drops slower, which is definitely nice. I hope there's more upgrades like that for nocturnal and food. I would like to see something where I can go longer without eating as well. Because right now on this game, you have to eat like 5 times in one day. Just absolutely not realistic. And Call of Fury, I believe, is what I end up getting because we all know Call of Duty is one of the highest rated games out there, as crappy as they are. Excuse me if you like them, but they're just terrible. Terrible games anymore. I used to like Call of Duty. I just don't anymore. I lost interest, really, I think, around Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2, probably, because before that they were just great games. They were individual, but now they're just so rinse and repeat. They tear out some crappy elements that they messed around with and didn't like, and then they add in some new elements that they end up not liking and tearing out of the game. So it always stays the same base game. Alright, so I'm going to do a first impressions on Call of Fury, and I think this is where my channel starts taking off on this game. It really just starts picking up after when we decide to do this. I ended up without having any new features for some reason. I just have a lot more points to use. I thought there would be more features with like new mics and stuff, but I'm just not sure. Alright, I have purchased a new game. Intro with a logo is what I go for. We all know I always do the intros at the beginning and the credits at the end on this game. Time before starting a game. Make a serious comment. I think this might be where I start figuring out how those things work. But that one I just had to pick a random one really because none of them mattered. And this one, I start figuring it out here and I think I'm explaining it. So of course I'm going to do the simple goodbye. And I believe that's how you get the best rated games and gameplay videos is to, once you start figuring that system out. Don't have anything that can connect to the final one. So then I'm going to add a title and accidentally added a color grade, but I think I go with the contrast, which I guess would be interesting. Just the contrast in a Call of Duty gameplay video. Ah, no. I actually go with the color grade and the soft focus, yes. Okay, process it. That was our highest rated game yet at 95%, I believe. And I leveled up on just about everything, and post production went up about 3 times. So that definitely helped out. Alright. I end up working again. I'm still working a lot on these, like while it's processing, but later I start, I believe, studying more often than working. So when everything is processing and uploading, I'm either doing something in public, as well in these videos that I lost my audio for. I figured out how to vlog finally, and that definitely starts coming in handy. And I think that's part of what helps us take off and grow as a community on this game. So anyway, he's gonna go to sleep, and then start making money off of Call of Fury, which is going up probably faster than just about anything else. We've already gained a couple thousand subscribers from this one video, so it's definitely a good sign that it's doing well. We're over $19 now, and I was just curious and had to check the stats and see how it was rising and falling. Alright, gameplay for Goblins, Planet of the Goblin. Call of Fury definitely raises back up there, and it starts doing even better. I think that I start figuring out the promotions a little bit better as well. But now that I'm making from this one video, I'm making almost $40 so far. I stopped working as much just because of the simple fact that that's $40 a video is definitely going to make a huge difference compared to the $2 we were making before. So I don't have to worry as much about going to work once a day and walking out with $40, but all that exhaustion. Alright, I started figuring it out. First game, learning how to play. I think, yeah. I start bouncing back and forth between the ones that will actually work. So I can start getting all the dings going. And that makes me feel really special every time I hear that little da-ding, bleep. Alright, done with that. Gotta do our editing on this video and see how it does. Call of Fury is now at $66, almost 70. It's definitely our highest rated game yet, plus 10,000 subscribers as well. So that's definitely a good sign. Alright. So we're almost at 25,000 subscribers. Our goal to get out of this apartment as well is reaching 50,000 subscribers. So considering the fact that this game here gave us over half of our subscribers that we have, we're doing really well. We're starting to really take off and make a lot more money. This one's at $70 so far, so we're definitely going to be doing a lot better than we were. But it's about to go off the market though. There's all the money back from it. We're at $160 in the bank account because of that. However, I do believe I start sending myself broke over and over again still, just because I start spending more money on upgrading my computer and I think taking classes and things like that. And food. I spend a lot more money getting those burgers when I can because they fill me up a lot faster. I only have to eat one of those, while before I had to eat. I technically had to eat two sandwiches to be full. Alright. Can't move yet, but I was just looking around at what's next. Later we get to move into the 2 room loft, and there we can actually hire someone to start working with us, which will be nice. And we haven't done that yet, but hopefully we will before too long. This video is not doing quite as well as Call of Fury, I don't believe, but it's still making money, and I think it still makes us like around $10 at least. Looks like it's going to be more than $10. We are gaining subscribers from it as well, but nowhere near as fast or as much as we did from Call of Fury. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This will wrap up this episode of YouTubers Life. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't miss the next episode of YouTubers Life. Mr. Bull 897 out.